We are talking about the 6 steps to increase your business. So when business owners call us and say, hey, Jeff and David, we want to take our business from 3 million in revenue to 30 million. And we think we have a good product and we have a plan to do it, but we'd like to do it in 3 years instead of 30 years, you know? It's part of the reason I think businesses hire us, is they know with our knowledge of scaling up businesses and our system, we can do it faster, you know? I've scaled up 4 businesses in my lifetime, from 0 all the way to 40 million with a big 8-figure exit last year. So we are taking our experience of sales, marketing, process, operations, technology, and trying to apply it to other businesses to share what works, that worked for me, and help you make it work in your business and make you a lot more money a lot faster and hit your goals faster. That's what Grow My Profit is in business to do. Help CEOs of businesses grow faster, make more profit quicker, so that you can replace yourself as CEO and pay someone else to run your company and take a lot of time off, or sell your business, or just keep going and make $1 million a month instead of $10,000 a month in net profit, where your life's going to change, and your whole family and probably all your relatives. You know, life will change when you get your business making, $1 million a month, which I did for mine. It changes things, all of a sudden you're not too worried about gas prices, All my friends are like, oh, did you see gas went from $4.50 a gallon to $5.50 a gallon? I'm like, no, I didn't really notice that. I don't have to worry about stupid things like gas prices, I digress. I will just say that it's great to make a big income and not have to worry about stupid things like gas prices, or, my insurance went up $100 a year, you don't have to worry about those things when you're making $1 million a month, $15 million a year. Even making $1 million or $2 million a year, you don't really have to worry about that little stuff, which is great. So we are getting into the 6 steps that we use to increase business. And right now we're on step 3, which is improve your marketing. So I am a marketer to the core. I'm a salesperson, I'm a good salesperson, but I'm a great marketer. I would say marketing was pretty important in growing all my businesses, specifically marketing that generated leads, because if I can generate leads turn into sales, and sales turns into big revenue, and big revenue turned into selling my company for an 8-figure exit, which was great. So some of the things we talk about with marketing, the best definition I ever heard for marketing, because I like simple things, I don't like complex. A lot of marketing people make things complex to try to confuse you, so you feel like you need to pay them a lot of money to do it for you because you're too dumb to figure it out yourself. I hate that about marketing people. But the best definition I ever heard for marketing was, marketing makes it easier to sell. That's it. Marketing makes it easier to sell. So one thing that tells me that sales is a lot more important than marketing. You could have really crappy marketing, and if your sales take off and you make a lot of money, who cares about your crappy marketing? So marketing is a slave to sales. Good marketing helps. You can sell a lot of stuff if your marketing's good. But think about this. Tesla spends $0 on marketing. 0. Ford Motor Company spends $700 per car sold on marketing to sell a Ford. Elon Musk with Tesla spends 0. So is Tesla a great company because of their marketing? Apparently not. They got a 0 budget for marketing. They just built such an amazing product at such an amazing time in history, where the electric car revolution is happening, and it's a good looking car, and it's got good, distance, or whatever you call that, hours and mileage, and so they don't have to do any marketing. So when I talk about marketing, I talk about, the target audience, who's your ideal customer. Sometimes honing in on that is really defining your target audience, really is marketing. So I'll give you an example, a real life example. There are 100,000 mortgage companies in America, and we knew that. And we knew that we learned out of 100,000 mortgage companies in America, there was only 2,000 of them that spent money on marketing. Most mortgage companies go out and hire loan officers to go knock on realtor doors and deliver donuts to get loans. That's not marketing, that's sales. Hiring salespeople to grow your business. They basically make money by recruiting and adding loan officers. But our business revolved around selling advertising and marketing to mortgage companies. So when we figured out, here are the 2,000 mortgage companies that spend money on marketing, so we were not wasting our money on the other 98,000 mortgage companies that would never buy our product. You want to talk about a difference maker. We had 20 salespeople and we assigned them 100 leads each. So we had the 2,000 mortgage companies in America being called, emailed, texted, LinkedIn messages every month of every year, ongoing. And I would say out of the 2,000 mortgage companies in America, we sold 1,000 of them. We sold 50% of our market, but it started with identifying the market. So if you haven't identified who your ideal customer is, we need to go to work on that. And finding a list of your customers. Where are they? Where do they live? What's the geography? How big are they? Is it business to business, business to consumer? You know, I'll give you another quick example, real life example. We did 50 weddings last year, and that was $1 million in sales. We want to do 100 weddings at $20,000 a wedding. It's $2 million in sales. So I have this brilliant idea. This year, we're going to go do 12 bridal shows. If we have 12 booths in 12 different cities, we did Riverside, Ontario, Anaheim, LA, San Diego, Del Mar, Temecula. We did 7 trade shows last year, bridal shows. I go, hey, if we do 12 shows a year and 50 people come to our booth, I know we're going to sell 2 weddings for every bridal show we do. So 12 bridal shows times 2 weddings per show, that's 24 extra weddings. I did 50 last year, that'll get me to 74. Now all I gotta do is increase my lead gen to get to 100. So here's what we found out. We go to the bridal show, the first thing we ask when the brides come to our booth is, hey, have you found a wedding venue yet? 60% of the people at that show already found a wedding venue. We're late to the party. So part of our marketing was, let's do a bridal show. We get to the bridal show, find out 60% of the brides already picked their venue. They're at the bridal show to find a photographer, videographer, flowers. They're there to get ideas on colors, the limousine, the DJ. They had already picked their venue. I'm like, crap, we're late to the party. We can't do these bridal shows, or we can, but only 40% of the people are really our audience. So now I'm thinking, okay, we need an engagement ring store, because when you go buy your engagement ring, that's first. That's the first thing that happens when somebody's going to get married. And from the time they buy a wedding ring, an engagement ring, they're probably the first thing they're doing is out shopping for a venue. So we got about 30 or 60 days, if they have a date, to get in front of that person. So marketing is about who are your clients, where do they live, what's the timing? Timing is everything. So finding the right data, whether you're selling brides' weddings or selling mortgage companies direct mail, part of marketing is the first step is the list, finding a list of customers, finding out, really describing who is your target audience, and a lot of people really don't know. They go, here's who I think buys our product. And you're like, well, let's look at the last 20 customers that you had. And we go through your 20 customers and find out these customers don't look like anything you just said your target audience is. It's amazing the disparity. So you have to be pretty open-minded to go into this. It's almost like a hypothesis of what you think it is. But if you know everything, you don't get to improve.